What on earth is going on with Man City? Ever since Haaland told Arteta to stay humble, City just haven't been the same. Actually, they were okay until they played Spurs like at the end of October, but then after they lost that game, they ended up losing their next 3. One of them being a 4-1 cookout by Bruno Amorim's Sporting. And then Spurs again, where they got absolutely demolished at the Etihad too.
You don't even look comfortable in your own ends.
Next, they ended up drawing to Feyenoord. Is that how you pronounce it? Next, they ended up drawing to Feyenoord 3-3 after being 3-1 up, bottling a comfortable lead, man. And then they got pounded by Liverpool. Pause. Got beat with ease by Liverpool. Watching that game was like watching prime Mike Tyson box a 12-year-old that's never boxed in his life. They then went on to beat Forest 3-0. You know, a comfortable win. You'd think at that point you'd be thinking, alright, City's back. Pep's figured it out. He's got it. He's figured it out. No. They then go on the draw 2-2 to Palace. And then a loss to Juventus, who weren't even that good. And then to top it off, losing the Manchester derby after Amad Diallo masterclass. Thing is, United were even that good. City were just awful. Haaland was a ghost. Seriously, if I didn't know that was Haaland on the pitch, I would have thought that was a cheerleader. Useless. And Kyle Walker.
Lord have mercy.
The tomfoolery he tried to pull off is embarrassing, diabolical, man. He thought he was in a pantomime. He was in drama class. And Mateus Nunes. Oh,
I want problems, always.
City just didn't look confident at all throughout the game. It was just a horrible day for them. What's funny is this run is getting to Pep. You can see it's getting to his head. You've probably seen the interviews. You've probably seen the whole six titles. No, his head is gone. His head is gone. His head's on bars at this game. They've been so poor this season, and the way things are going right now, if this keeps going on as it is, and they don't find something, some spark or something like that, or just some sort of form, they could end this season outside the top 4. Or even the top 5. They could miss out on Champions League football, which would be crazy. There's 2 reasons why I personally think what's going on is going on. The biggest reason for me, I think, is injuries, and they've had loads of injuries this season in defence and attack. The biggest one's in the midfield, Rodri, the Ballon d'Or winner, or as Real Madrid fans would call him, the Ballon d'Or thief. I probably won it fair and square, I'm not saying.
We do not care.
You can tell he's missing this season. Like this, the midfield is so easy to play through this season. The defensive structure and composure in the midfield is just not there this season, and a lot of it came from him. Foden's been another one, he missed a lot due to injury, but with him I think is a bit different. It's not as on the level as Rodri because it just doesn't make as big of an impact. Another problem for me is aging. A lot of the core players have passed their prime. De Bruyne, for example, he just doesn't look as fit, he doesn't look as sharp. He's not his usual self, you get what I mean? You can tell he's just a bit off it. I think that's just down to age, to be honest. I think he's at that point now where he's starting to decline. Kyle Walker's another one. You can tell this season the pace has left him. The pace is gone. You know what's funny? My nickname for him was the Mbappe killer, but nowadays he couldn't even catch Iwobi, never mind Mbappe. And that's a massive loss for City because I think their style of play relies on that. Kyle Walker was their get out of jail free card, and this season the card's frozen. They can't use it. Can Man City still win the league? I think so, yeah. I genuinely think they still can, but it depends on how this month goes. Like the next month or 2, it depends on how that goes. Starting with the Villa game, these next 2 months are so important for Man City. They've got to win that, and they've got to have a run of games where they just win or just on the bounce, have a good run of games, because if they don't,
Wallahi, you're finished.
Is Haaland the problem at Man City? Alright, I don't think he's the problem for Man City. I don't think why everything's going on right now is because of him. I've seen people say that, it's just nonsense. Is he a problem at Man City? That we'll talk about another time. Do I think City will go trophyless this season? Nah. Even though I don't see them winning the Prem. Definitely don't see them winning the Champions League. I don't think that's happening. You could quote me on that. They're obviously out the Carabao Cups. They can't even win that. Well, they obviously can't win that. What am I saying?
You dumb! You dumb!
I can see them win the FA Cup though. Pep's gonna want to win something. I think he will focus on it and he'll try and get that trophy to make sure they have at least something there. But even if they didn't win that, there's that new Club World Cup thing, whatever nonsensical nonsense that is, trophy, whatever they made their Club World Cup. That thing, I think they'll win that. Will Man City get away with the 115 charges? Yeah, I think so, man. Look, the thing is, I think they'll get punished somewhat. I think they'll get a fine though, and to them that's nothing, man. A points deduction could happen. I just don't see it happening, man. I just don't see it. I think they'll get a massive fine, maybe a transfer ban, but that's that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Actually, see if you want to see that Haaland video that I was talking about, just comment stay humble it in the comments, and I'll know if you want to see it or not. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, yeah?